Hello and welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm one of your hosts, Brian, and I'm joined with my other host,
Karen.
and this is a spin-off of our main podcast where we just pick a topic and we talk about the subject for 6 minutes and 66 seconds. If you listen to our podcast, you know we kind of ramble a lot, so this is just kind of hone down and focus on one thing. And today's episode is going to start a new series in this sub-series as well, called Karen's Picks. Why don't you tell people what that is?
Yeah, so we like to go to record stores, and there was a point when we were in Milwaukee at a particular record store. I think it was like Bullseye. I think is what it's actually called.
This particular one was Bullseye.
Yeah, so where I was just like flipping through it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna randomly pick a record if it is under $10. Is where I started at. Now it's up to about $20 because, I mean, it's kind of hard to find a record sometimes under $10. So I just normally go off of the album cover. It's a band that I don't know anything about, and I just pick it up, and then we bring it home and listen to it.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start the timer now. And we can jump into this first record, and the timer is started now.
Okay, so the first record that we picked up during my Karen's Picks is Laibach. It's actually a soundtrack for, I'm going to pronounce this wrong because it's not easy to pronounce, but Thus Spoke Zarathustra, which is a theatrical production based on a novel that was like written in the 1800s or something.
Yeah, and so when we listened to this, we listened to it the first time we got it, and I remember liking it a lot the first time we got it. And just recently listened to it again in preparation for this episode, and I still like it. But I completely forgot a lot about it. It definitely gives off this vibe of, it definitely seems like backing music or music to a performance.
Yeah.
It definitely has that feel to it when you listen to it.
It does, yeah. So, and I did a little bit of research on Laibach, and I could be pronouncing the band wrong as well, but they were originally formed in Yugoslavia, now it's Slovenia, and they were actually banned a lot because they did parodies off of like Nazis and like socialism and stuff like that. So they were banned in a lot of countries.
So like the music was a parody type thing, or is it just sort of like
the band, like their performance or like their music was like parodies of these things. At least that's what Wikipedia says.
Okay.
So I really don't know anything about them, but yeah. So this album, the first time I listened to it, I liked it. I believe it's in German. It
sounds very Germanic, yeah.
Yeah. So they sing in like German, English, and whatever Slovakian.
I don't know, yeah.
We probably shouldn't be saying that because I don't know, but I believe this is in German. And the first time we listened to it, which I don't remember too much about, but I do remember liking it. And it does have like an industrial sound to it. And I guess according to Wikipedia, a lot of their music is more industrial.
Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of industrial off of this. I got some. It was definitely more doomy and
doom. Yeah.
Like definitely like I've heard people describe music as being airy. And
what's that mean?
I don't fully know, but this is how, if I had to say, this is what it would be like, more atmospheric. Like there's just a lot of not clear cut. Here's a guitar riff. It's just, here's a sound that sort of drones on for a while and then leads into the other sound that comes up and then kind of meld together. So it's not, to me, it wasn't clear instruments. It was just different sounds sort of melding together to make this cohesive piece of music.
I mean, I guess I don't really listen to music in that way to like know that, but in my mind it sounded industrial.
Yeah, so, there's definitely bits, I guess, but not a whole lot for me.
Yeah. Well, and also this is a soundtrack, so I don't know what their other albums sound like.
And that's where, when you listen to it and hearing those, like the sounds just sort of meld in together, that's where in my head, like, oh, I can paint a picture to this. I can see this being, backing sound to something.
Yeah.
It being a theatrical play is kind of interesting to me. I would have guessed more of, and I guess maybe not an opera. I don't really... Never seen I've seen like one opera in my life. So.
Oh really? I haven't seen one.
So it's a lot. There's not as much singing in this to me. There's definitely some, but to me, when I was listening to it the other day, there's a lot more just those sounds, like I was saying, kind of weaving in and out.
But couldn't that be for a theatrical play where like the actors are actually speaking and
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, when I listened to it the first time, that's where I was like, oh, this is probably something along those lines because of that sort of just weaving in and out.
Yeah, yeah. But I do get the doom sound too to it, or like what you were saying, like doom. But I guess I did look up the band on Wikipedia, so I mean, they say that they're industrial material. So
no. I mean, I definitely can see them being an industrial metal band as well. Yeah. Just this one particular album to me wasn't as heavy in the industrial side as I would have.
Yeah, I guess what we think of as industrial, or what I think of, is like Rammstein, because they're like an industrial metal band. Which on Wikipedia they did say that a lot of people say that Rammstein got some of their influence from.
Oh, really?
Band. Yeah.
Interesting.
They were formed in 1980.
Okay.
So, I mean, who knows? I didn't find a secondary article to.
Where are they from?
Slovenia now. It used to be Yugoslavia.
And that used to be in the USSR, right?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I believe so. I hope so. I did 2 courses on that. I should know.
Okay. Interesting. And this one still has the price tag on it. The $12.99, is that what it says?
Yep. So $12.99, and it came to their shop on 118. It looks like that's what it says.
So I think. Yeah, your original goal was $10 and you couldn't do that, so you bumped it to $15.
Yeah.
And now it's like right $20 or under is the ideal range.
Yeah. I did find, I mean, we'll go through a couple of the more recent ones, but there are a couple that I found that were more closer to $10.
Yeah.
So
I enjoyed this one a lot. Then we got this at Bullseye Records, which is in Milwaukee.
Yep.
And that's sort of, like you said, it's kicked off the trend. We still do that, but it's mainly when we travel.
Yeah, when we travel. It's not like we go to Reckless and I pick up a record.
Yeah.
It's like when we're in a different city.
And that's something that we try to do when we go to when we travel to cities. We'll try to find a record store after the concert or before the concert and try to pick something up.
Yeah. So I don't know. I wish we knew German to know what the songs are, because I don't even want to pronounce them. But there's 9 songs on this, about 5 minutes each, 4 to 5 minutes each. So. Yeah, no,
this was a pleasant surprise. I like the idea of just, picking up a random record because of the cover. Yeah. I think we talked about that with the CD collection I had when we kind of went through that box. Yeah. And you asked, do you buy on cover or on cover, or do you go in knowing what you want? Especially with records, I definitely do that. I pick up based on the cover. And this is one I don't know if I would have picked up on the cover. That's kind of just bland. It's like this hooded figure in a red back. Yeah. So
I don't know, maybe that has something to do with the theatrical or the book or something, or the novel. But I think I picked this up because I did look up the band and I saw that I saw that it was in German, or the songs were in German, and so I looked at the band and I was like, oh, we like Rammstein, so
just a few seconds left. Do you remember what the book is called?
Oh, it's the same thing.
Oh, same title.
Yeah. So okay. Whatever I said 4 minutes ago. Because I don't remember what it was.
Okay, cool. And that's time.
Cool. Well, thanks, everybody, for listening to our first Karen's Pick.
Awesome. We'll see you around.